What's up, guys? It's me, Shanice, and I am back with another video. Okay. Hi, guys. I'm back. Okay. So sorry to the video being uploaded late. Um, I was lazy, and yeah. But I'm excited to tell you guys a story. So it's in story time, and this is a previous thing. If you follow me on social media, you know what I'm doing. So basically, yeah. On Saturday, January 18th, I went to a Disney audition. And basically, the audition was for Cars Land parade support. So basically, you would be driving the cars, and then you'll be outside, like talking to the guests too. So it was a mixture of things and whatnot. So yeah, I went, and honestly, I wasn't going to go. I was like, this is stupid. I'm not even gonna make it. Like, no. So I wasn't going to go, but then my boyfriend kind of like forced me to go and like pushed me. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever, I'll go. So I get there like 30 minutes before, and I'm parking, whatnot, and yeah, I got there fairly early. Like, there wasn't a lot of people there when I first got there, and but once you get closer to the sign-in, that's when everybody started to show up. I think with this audition, it was like 80 people, which isn't a lot for Disney, because some be having like 500 people showing up. So this wasn't a lot, which is good. So yeah, we signed in, and actually where the audition was at, it was where ESPN Zone used to be. So it was actually really nice. I'll try and put some pictures up later in the video. But yeah, it was super duper nice, and it was huge. So we went upstairs, like this little holding cell, they called it. And we were there for like, I would say like a good 45 minutes until the actual audition started. They had us check in, and it's totally different now. So usually, like, what they used to do is they actually had us like physically sign in, but now we do it on our phones. So I think that was pretty cool. After that, we went into this room, and it had us line up from 1 through 10. So it's like 10 rows. No, yeah, like 8 or 9 rows of 10 people, and that was the first round. So the first round basically went where you had to say your name, your height, and basically your favorite attraction. And me, I'm on the second row, but I'm number 1. No, third row, number 1. And so I was like freaking out, like, hey, mind you, I don't really go to Disneyland a lot. Only when it's like, the last time I went was senior night, or was it senior trip? Yeah. So sis don't have the money to be going regularly like the other people, but for me, like, I don't know. I was really thinking hard too, like, what attraction should I say, what or whatnot. So, and I don't want to say the wrong attraction or say the wrong name for the attraction. That makes me look bad. So I went with the usual, the one that everybody know, and I was like, it's a small world. So that's what I did. I was like, oh, my name is Shanice, blah blah blah. I'm 5'6", I think I said, and that's like, and my favorite attraction is Small World because it's nice and smooth and whatnot. And so I think they were testing you to see if you were good at projection, I think. Because after everyone was done, like in your row, they called off the names the numbers with people who they didn't want. And then everybody else got to move on. So I made it to the next round. So I was like, oh, thank the Lord Jesus. Because if I got cut on round 1 and it was just to say your name, I was going to be pissed. So yeah, after that, after I passed, they gave us our numbers. My number was 21. And basically, we went to another room, like a holding kind of like room. So we were there for like a good, I would say like 30, 40 minutes after they got through everybody. And then after that, they had us go by tens. And so I was kind of like I wasn't really making friends, but then like towards the end I was. But during this time, I was kind of like talking to a few girls. 2 were cast members and 1 was not. And then one girl, she had been applying to like the dance auditions, but I guess she hadn't been making them or whatnot. So we were all kind of like talking. And we actually, on round 2, we all got to go together. So they actually called numbers 21 through 30. And so we all went to another room with a new cast member. So basically the original recruiter, and then another one. They were like, I guess, over the parade and stuff like that. So they had us basically tell a story. So I was number 21, so I was the first one, so I had to start the story off. And I'm freaking out like, what am I gonna do? So basically the whole storyline was that Mater had car problems on Route 66, and so I had to start it off, and I was moving around, and then I was like, okay, but then after me, no one was started moving around, and so I'm just like, I'm acting it out and everything, and I'm just like, well, why isn't everybody else doing it? I was like, oh crap, I messed up. Like, I'm not even gonna make it to the next round. Just send me home already. So after the whole story was told and whatnot, they said, oh yeah, talk amongst yourselves. And the people I'm standing next to, I don't know them, so I'm just like, because I can't. I'm trying to have a conversation, but it's like it's awkward. Like I'm just like, nah, never mind. I'm not gonna do it. So I was just standing there looking around and talking to myself. So they probably think I'm crazy, but yeah. So I did that, and then they said, okay, if I call your numbers, you're free to go. If not, you're gonna move to the next round. So they didn't call my number. I was like, okay, cool. I made it. And then he was like, oh, number 21, I would like to talk to you on the side. Me? 21? I was like, why? I said, oh, hell. He gonna tell me, don't come to these auditions ever again. Like, don't do it. I thought I was super bad. Like, he was gonna tell me, like, don't do it ever again. Like, this is the last audition you should come to. But then he was like, I don't think this particular role is for you, or the role was good for me. But he's like, but I like you, so I want you to come back at 1:00 to come for entertainment host. And he's like, do you know what that is? I was like, yeah, I know what it is. Da da da. I had to look it up, but I think I had like an idea of what it is. But because they changed the names, because usually it's called character attendant, but now it's called entertainment host. So I was like, yeah, I'll come back, whatnot. So I left downstairs and was walking around downtown Disney. Basically, I had called my friends and family. I was like, so basically I failed the Cars Land audition, but then I'm kind of like good for this next one. I don't know, it was so confusing. So after that, I had to like wait for like a good hour and 15 until the actual audition was done. And then it was like a group of 5, like me and 4 other people. We went back at 1:00, and we were there for a good hour. I would say we were waiting for a whole hour until they were done with the auditions and whatnot. And so after that, we saw like a good 15 people come to where we were, and they're like, oh yeah, they told us we're gonna go for entertainment host. And I was like, crap, I gotta, now it's more competitive. I thought it was just us 5 people. Now it's from 5 to 15. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So then they have us in groups of 10 again, and there was just 2 groups of 10. So I'm part of the first 10, but thankfully I'm more in the middle of the section. So we go back into the room, and he's like, hi, da 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 da. He's basically explaining what the role of entertainment host was, and then he was like, I'm going to ask you guys questions, basically what entertainment host is going to be asked, and I want to see how you guys answer. There's no right or right or wrong answers, but I just want to see how you're going to answer them. And don't worry about it, because you'll be trained, how to properly answer those questions and whatnot. So basically, when it got to me, he said, on the monorail ride or whatnot, there's cables. I saw those cables. Is that where Tinkerbell uses lines to fly back and forth? And I was just like, I was like, okay, let's try this out. So I was like, yeah. I said, oh my gosh, you're a special guest. Because that's like a little secret we have here at Disneyland. So only the special guests figure that out or find out the whole shenanigans. And then I was like, oh yeah, and not only does Tinkerbell travel through Disneyland, but she goes to California Adventure. So we might have some secrets in California Adventure too. So if you figure those out, that you're a really special guest or whatnot. I think that's what I said. Something around there. So he was smiling, and the girl next to him was smiling too. So I was like, okay, cool, maybe I did pretty good. So yeah, and then he said after that, he was like, well, do you have any questions for us? And I was like, no. But then afterwards, I'm like, oh, I should have asked that. But basically, he told us we'll hear back within like this week. He says we should find out by Friday. If not, then it's a no. and he just thanked us for staying and whatnot, and then we were on our merry ways. So yeah, that's the whole story of me going to my first Disney audition, and I will give you guys a video of whether or not I got the job. I do hope I get it, because honestly, I'm super happy that I was chosen for that one, because although Cars Land Support, the parade thing it sounded pretty cool and fun. If I was offered either entertainment host or that audition, I would have went for entertainment host. I feel like for me and how I am, entertainment host was better and for me, to be honest. Because you're working with those characters, and I just feel like that people say, if you're a character attendant or entertainment host, you're the heart of the magic or whatnot, so I feel like creating relationships with those characters, and I feel like my shifts would be super duper fun, and I would love my job. Literally love my job. Like, I love Disneyland. I got my ears on. So, I love Disneyland, and I love what it stands for. So I feel like this job would be good for me. And if I don't get it, then, I'll be bummed. But I feel like since I gotten over this audition, that I'm just cool to get that out the way. So now once the other auditions start popping up, I'll be more, easy and just cool to go. So yeah, though. But I made some friends. We actually have a group chat now, and I'm just like freaking out of like looking at my emails every day, trying to figure out where this email's coming from and when they're gonna send it. But yeah, now it's all in the waiting game and just waiting to see and figure out if I got the job or not. And I'm be super excited if I do, bummed if I don't. But it is what it is. Like, that's showbiz. The show must go on. So yeah, that's the end of this video, guys. I will see you guys later, and fingers crossed that I get this job. But for right now, I'm gonna go to sleep, because the girl got school tomorrow. But bye, guys. I love you.